Hello students. Now today for class 12 this is the part 2 portion of food processing and technology, which is chapter 5 of your NCERT book of unit 2. This is a very important chapter, as I said earlier. So this is the part 2, and in this part 2 we will discuss about some important topic about food processing, basically the preservations method, significance of food technology, etc., and some questions answered regarding this. Okay, so let's come. So the first thing that is food preservation, that we already know all food about this food preservation, that food preservation involves so many methods and a gradual process which by which we can get so many desired food products. Okay, and it is actually it is a processing method which is followed by all of us from the ancient time, that we have to remember. Now in the ancient time we did not have that much food safety that we have now. So in this ground we can say that this food safety is a very important matter for the time being, in this present day. Okay, so this food safety comes under a very a very important process or very important methodology in food manufacturing and food technology. So if we say about some points about food technology, let's see. Food technology is nothing but a science and application of scientific as well as socioeconomic knowledge and legal rules for the productions of different types of food products. What I said, like it is the application of the scientific knowledge, okay, and socioeconomic knowledge. Also it is the application of the legal rules. That means, what are the legal rules? That means in food processing, all the processed factory, food processing factories have to maintain some HRTC process, some another process like some food safety methodology, food consumption, like food protection act. What are the food protection act that these factories have to follow? Now all these are small parts of this food technology. That means this food safety is a part of food technology, food manufacturing is a part of food technology, food processing is a part of food technology, and as I said earlier, that food preservation is the key part of the food processing. That means without food preservation we cannot take a step into the food processing or food technology. Okay, now what is food manufacturing? Actually it is a mass production of food products using the principles of the food technology. Okay, now we have a brief history about this food technology, food safety, food processing. That is the development of the canning process by Nicholas Appert. Now just listen to this. Okay, listen to is like a story that by Nicholas Appert was a scientist and who did a revolutionary innovation in food preservation techniques, that is the canning process. We will learn about canning process, but that is in the year of 1810. And in the year of 1864, Louis Pasteur researched on the spoilage of the wine and milk, and to avoid the spoilage he invented one very important scientific process, that is pasteurization. Okay, so this is the pasteurization we follow to treat the milk. Okay, now we will come in part of treating milk, treating alcohols or etc., but all these are the part of this food processing. Okay, and obviously food preservation is a key part of the food processing, as I said. So these food preservation, food processing, food manufacturing comes under one subject. That one subject is a broad discipline that is known as food science. Okay, so all this about food science, food preservation, food safety, food manufacturing. Okay, so now these are some points you have to remember. Now coming to the main part or the key part, by or without which we cannot take a step into the food processing, that is the methods of food preservations. In the methods of food preservations, these are the food preservations, these all are the food preservations which are following in present day. In the present day, okay, that is the asepsis. Asepsis means keeping out the microorganisms, removal of microorganisms, maintenance of the anaerobic conditions, that means the fermentation process, use of high temperature. We follow it in process of sterilization, in process of irradiation, in the process of pasteurization. Use of high temperature is very common. Drying, smoking, curing is also a part of food preservations, and also this is the very important thing, that is the chemical preservatives. Okay, now next thing, that is what are the historical methods of the food preservation. Historical methods, that is we follow it from the ancient time, that is the drying, salting, sugaring, pickling, and the cold storage or the refrigeration. Okay, but before going to all these parts, we have to know about the basic difference between drying and dehydration. Drying and dehydration both are not same. Drying is an ancient process, whereas dehydration is a present day process, and in both the process are having a basic concept, that is removal of the moisture or removal of the water content. But you have to tell me that what is the basic difference between drying and dehydration. Okay, now the next thing, we are coming about drying and smoking. What is drying basically? See, drying is a basic method which follows one principle of removal of moisture, removal of water content. Because why should we remove all the water content the food is having? Because food, water or the moisture is very important factor to grow the bacteria. Okay, I mean, without water or without moisture, bacteria cannot live apart. I mean, the most of the bacteria cannot live apart. So if we say what drying is, or how this method followed, like water is removed by heating or the evaporation. Like example, like so many grains, so many pulses or dried pulses we have, so many chips. Like আমরা যখন in Bengali আমরা যখন chips তৈরি করি, we follow the sun drying process. Now the next thing is also this drying method lower the activities of some specific enzymes which helps to prevent the food spoilage, food poisoning by the microorganisms. Okay, now these are the certain things that you have to remember for your knowledge. But what are important, that is about the method. Okay, that is the inhibition of the water or lowering the water content. Okay, so this is about the drying and the smoking, both of this. So the next thing is about the drying. Now we have so many drying process, and it is the oldest method of the food preservation. That one thing is sun drying, that I already said you, that whenever in the ancient time, or from the ancient time, from the earlier people, like not ancient, like if you see your grandma or great grandma, you can see that they are using this sun drying process when they are making any kind of pickle or any kind of chips. I mean, homemade chips, homemade papads, right? Papads are coming from pulses. So papads, in Bengali we call it something like bori. body or body. So this thing mane bodi dewa in Bengal, it is very common, like body of dal is very common. So this all these foods are the result of the sun drying. Another thing that is followed in the processing factories, that are hot air drying. Another thing is drum drying, spray drying, freeze drying. In the freeze we can also remove the water. We can simply soak the water. Okay. Another thing is puff drying, that is the vegetable juice and fruit juices. Now about the canning. What is canning? Basically, canning is addition of sugar to make jam, jelly, sauces. Basically, this the canning also apply the heat to the food, and that is sealed in a jar. You can see these all are the canned food. These all are the like golden corns, chickpeas, the sliced carrot we can process. And this canning method is highly important in our processing factories, because it significantly increase the shelf life of the food. Okay. Now proper canning techniques stop the spoilage by heating of the food for a specific period of time, and also which help to kill the unwanted microorganisms. So remember, unwanted microorganisms. Sometimes in the canning process we also use some kinds of specific gases. Okay. So now the next thing is about the pickling. Pickling is the process which follows fermenting or fermentation. It is used like we are having two kinds of pickling. One is the salt pickle, one is the another is the sugar, pickle of sugar, like pickle that uses so many sugar, like meetha achar and the tikha achar, like all these things. Okay. So we use mild salt, brine, and we have to remember that this increased amount of salt can reduce the vitamin content of the food, but still it is the oldest form of food preservation. And through this pickling we can have one particular food or one particular fruit or vegetable throughout the year. Like we get mango in summer season, right? But if we have the mango pickle, we can have it in the summer season also, we can have it in the monsoon, we can have it in the spring or throughout the year. Okay. That thing we have to remember, that simply pickling is addition of the salt and spices. Like so many pickles are available in the market: vegetables pickle, mango pickle, lemon pickle, etc., etc. Now rather than pickling, we have another thing is salting. Okay. Salting is the kind of NaCl we use which help to prevent the microorganism growth. And because what is the reason behind that? Because salt directly changes the pH of the food. Okay. And also this is the first chemical used to preserve the food. Okay. So we have so many another process, that is deep freezing. Airtight pouches, like filling on nitrogen or gas filled polypack pouches, like in the chips, french fries, noodles. We prepare some food items in the nitrogen or gas filled poly packets. Another thing is very important in preservation method, that is refrigeration. That is, a low temperature of the freeze does not allow some germs to grow, thus food is preserved till 2 days or 3 days. Okay. So all these things you have to remember. Now coming to most important part of this preservation, that is pasteurization, is a process of is a method of food processing. Now what pasteurization basically is, that you have to know, or we have to know. Now whenever we will study about this food pasteurization, uh, you need to know some basic things about pasteurization, okay? Because see, pasteurization, first thing is the pasteurization, the process invented by Louis Pasteur in 1864, okay? To basically to reduce or to avoid the spoilage of wine, not milk. He did not use milk first of all, okay? And in the first time. Now gradually with the time, we follow this process in treating the milk. Now also we use it in treating alcohol production, in treating wine production, beer production, vinegar production, etc. Okay. Now uh, now food technology was initially used basically to serve the military needs, because military used processed food, right? Because they used to live in very hard areas, very rocky areas, where they cannot get food easily, right? So they use this processed food. Now this pasteurization is a very key or important step of food processing. Why? Because pasteurization follows it can be followed in each and every food. Okay. Now what pasteurization, what are the products that we use in pasteurization? We can use in beer, we can use in wine, vinegar, dairy products, syrup. In our India, we basically follow it in milk pasteurization. This is the pasteurizer machine, and we follow basically this three temperature. Number one is low temperature low temperature high time, or low temperature holding. Number two is high temperature short time, and number three is the ultra high temperature. Okay, you need to remember all these three technologies that I have already given you. Now this is the different methods. That is the low temperature holding method. That is, you can see this 63 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes before cooled to the 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, that means we follow it, we pass the milk through this 63 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, and then it is cooled in 7 degrees Celsius. তার মানে কতটা chilled হবে. Now after that we have another method, that is high temperature short time, which is also known as HTST, and in that process we pass the milk around 72 degrees Celsius for at least 15 seconds, and then we cool it like 10 degrees centigrade, and then we are following the ultra high temperature. This is also known as extreme pasteurization. It kills all the microorganisms and followed certainly. Okay. Now these pasteurization have some problems, have some advantages also. Like in pasteurization we can get the same taste, okay, whereas unpasteurized milk has contaminated. Pasteurized milk contain the decontaminated product. Okay. Now here we have some advantages, that it kills the pathogen, it enhances the shelf life, it deactivates all the enzymes, but it has some disadvantages, that reduction of the nutrient contents. Like in the ultra high temperature we are applying this 138 degree Celsius for 2 seconds, right? it is 2 seconds, but this is ultra high temperature. This much temperature, like that much high temperature is responsible for what? For reduction of the nutrient content, specifically the heat labile nutrients like vitamin C. Okay. Another thing, iron, we cannot get iron properly, so these are the problems. But the advantages first, I mean the majority is the advantages, that it enhances the storage period, it kills all the pathogens, and it is a safe processing always, and pasteurized milk are always safe to take. Okay. So the next thing is sterilization. Now sterilization is removal of all microorganisms, pathogen, in fact in the sporadic form, I mean in the spore form. Okay. Now these are the types of sterilization. Now some of the foods also depends on the sterilization, which doesn't need this pasteurization. Okay. Now sterilization is not in your syllabus, but still I have added something in sterilization. So you can see this have almost this mechanical product, mechanical method, chemical method, physical methods, etc. So now next thing is, you can see this food preservation and nutrient loss. Like all this preservation, basically we sometimes we lost some nutrient, especially the heat labile water soluble vitamins like vitamin B complex, vitamin C, sometimes irons, sometimes zinc, sometimes selenium, we sometimes lost it. Okay. So these are micronutrients, but all the macronutrient or most of the macronutrients are the stable in the in all these methods. Now these are the processed food. Now you have to remember this very carefully, all the examples you have to remember. Now see, processed food can be classified on the basis of extent and the type of processing as follows, like this: minimally processed food, these are the processed as little as possible in order to retain the quality of the fresh food, like storage at low temperature or low refrigeration. Now next thing is preserved food. Like this methods of preservation used, I mean the method of preservation used do not change the character of product sustainability, and like frozen peas, frozen vegetables, etc., canned fruits. Next thing, or the third processed food, is manufactured food. Like in such product, the original characteristics of the raw products are lost, and some basic method of preservations are used, often using various ingredients like salt, sugar, oil, chemical preservatives like in the pickles, jams, marmalades, papads. These are the things. Also buddies, in Bengali we call it bori. Now the formulated food or the formula foods are basically, formulated foods are product those prepared by mixing and processing of the individual ingredients, like the biscuits, like breads. In breads we use maida and yeast. Okay. I mean the baker's yeast. In biscuits also we use it. And also like ice cream, cakes, kulfi, these are the formulated foods. After that we are coming to the derivatives, food derivatives. In industry, components of the foods may be obtained from the raw product through some purification, like sugar from the sugar cane, oil from the oil seeds, vanaspati by the process of hydrogenation, we call it food derivatives. That means we are getting these derivatives from any raw material. Okay, now the functional foods, what are the functional food? These are the food can have a beneficial effect to the human health, like probiotics, lycopene. These are the functional foods. What are the medical foods? These are used in the dietary management, like so low sodium salt or the iodized salt. These are the like lactose free milk for the lactose intolerant person, all these things. So all these things are in your NCERT. You have to follow it and you have to remember it very very carefully. Now we are having some important questions answer. Now explain briefly about the significance of the food technology. These are the 4 important points. Follow it. Now list the old methods. I already told you about pickling, drying, curing, roasting, fermentation, salting, sun drying method. All these methods are followed at the home from the ancient time. Next thing is how these old methods are viable in the present time, because this simply this can be done by simple procedure. This can prevent food spoilage, this can prevent food wastage and all this process. Now you will answer me or discuss the food advantages, discuss the advantages of the food processing. Now food advantages, now it will be it will cut it, sorry. So discuss the advantages of the food processing. This is a very important question, can come in your board also, or simply you have to analysis you can analyze it selfly, like for the self assessment you can write this question in your copy and you can send me. Okay, so if you have any problems you can text me, you can write your comment in the comment box also. And thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you.